Hello everyone, and welcome back to my sunroom here in East Tennessee at the end of December. I am such a happy orchid whisperer today. It is a beautiful day, as you see, here in East Tennessee, and the temperatures are going to be up to 50 degrees, and they're going to actually be holding from 50 to 60 degrees the rest of this week. So nice temperatures after the bitter cold over the weekend. So everything is back in my sunroom. I am happy to report the temperatures back here. It's 70 degrees with about 33% humidity. So this is the way I like it at the end of December. So I thought I would just go over some tips with you about what to do with your orchids after an unusually cold snap like we've had. We haven't had temperatures like that since 1989 here in our area. I did not grow orchids in 1989. I've grown them for 20 years, but not in 1989. So I thought I would just kind of go over some things that I'm doing with them now. Hopefully this is going to help you. It's just good to remind yourself about what to do with your orchids after you've had some unusual weather. And my channel is sponsored by the Orchid Supply Store. All the bark, all the moss, all the pots, everything that you see that I have my orchids potted in comes from the Orchid Supply Store, and also some of the plants. They have wonderful plants available there. And when you place your order, if you use my coupon code Amy, then you'll receive a 12% viewers discount. So now that the temperatures have gone back to normal, I'm so happy about that. I have been, of course, moving my orchids back to their usual places. And as I'm moving them, I'm checking to make sure that they don't need to be watered. What happens is when the heat cuts on in your house a lot, it's going to drive down your humidity, and it's just going to dry out your air more. We had minus 18 degree weather. So my heat pump was on just a lot. We went from 55 degree weather with about a 73% relative humidity to minus 18 degree wind chill. So you can imagine that was a huge difference in my house. So it's going to dry out your medium quicker. All of your pots, anything that your plants are growing in, they're going to dry out quicker because of the lack of the moisture in the air. So as you're moving your plants perhaps back towards the windows a little bit now in the warmer weather, just lift those pots and make sure that there's enough moisture that you see that they're not dried out. Sometimes when you're taking care of your plants, it's the little things that you do throughout the whole year that really add up to the success of your plants. And so when there's been unusual weather, then you need to check on them and just make sure they don't need something special. All of mine have had to be rewatered again. Some of my orchids that I water every 3 days, I've had to go back to every 2 days. Some that I could go 10 days without watering, some of these huge pots that I have my phals in, just 6 or 7 days. So it's just an important thing to keep in mind, even with your moss orchids, even with the ones that are growing in moss, lift those pots, make sure there's some moisture in there, and if you need to, adjust their watering schedule. And of course, here's Big Red. He is in between blooms. I give my Thanksgiving cacti special care as well after it's been cold and the humidity's been lowered in my sunroom. They stayed back here during the cold spell. It didn't get below 60 degrees back here, but I did give them a good, not a shower, but I misted them very well to just kind of raise the humidity around them. That is helpful to them. And I noticed today that since the weather has been cooler, I have new buds forming on Big Red. A lot of times when you have that little change in the weather, it tells them to go ahead and bloom again. So he's going to bloom again probably around Valentine's Day. A lot of you have asked me that you have buds that fall off instead of develop and bloom. And to an extent, that is normal. The buds on these are very fragile, and if they go through a temperature change, they will blast and they'll just kind of dry out. I do like to remove the dead buds and the dead blooms because it will tell your cactus to bloom again for you, and you've got a better chance of it reblooming for you. And I want to thank all of you for watching. Thank you so much for all the beautiful Christmas wishes that you all left on my channel. I appreciate that so much, and I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and know that you are a blessing to me. I appreciate all of you. And before I end this quick video, I would love to say the blessing over you, your families, and your plants. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Make His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn His face towards you and give you peace. You all make it a great day, and we'll talk to you next time.